Hello, hello. I recently did headstand in one of my videos, and then I got to thinking I should probably do a headstand tutorial to help those of you at home who may be interested in exploring the pose. To start, find your firm surface again with your mat on top. And if this is your first time, you may think about using a wall as a prop or an aid. I think that's the easiest way to gain confidence and begin to explore the options on your own. Move, little ant, I don't want to kill you. Just move. So there are two ways that you can do headstand. The first way being the yogi headstand, where you would start in something like dolphin. Your hands can be clasped here. You'd be up on your feet, and then you would tuck the crown of your head onto your mat like this. So you're really on the top of your head, and you're distributing your weight through your arms and your elbows, staying strong through your shoulders, rising onto your toes. And once you get here, that's a really good start. If this is your first time, think about lifting one foot, placing it back down, lifting the other. Just playing with that balance. And maybe you can get to the point where one of your legs comes all the way up and you slowly bring that other foot up. Once you're up, activate those legs as though you're actually standing on the ground. Make sure not to collapse through your shoulders. Your shoulders are strong, your arms are strong. You can see there will be some back and forth as your weight figures out where to be. And once you're up there, you can play with your legs. You can do lots of things, and it can be fun. But if you're using a wall, which again I suggest, you can maybe just pretend the front of the mat is the wall. Maybe 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. Bring your head down again, like I did, and then before raising your legs, send your hips forward so that your lower back actually touches the wall. And then you can use that as sort of a pivot point to help yourself raise your legs and get the feeling of what it feels like in your core. So what that would look like with a wall, you'd get light on your toes, you'd bring those hips like that, and then your legs automatically start to come up. So in this scenario, you're using the wall for support, and maybe that means you reach this way with your foot or your feet. And a lot of the time when you're learning this, it's not so pretty. You might need to kick up. So that would kind of look like this. You might go like this and find that wall for support with this foot, and then bring this one to meet. And then as you gain confidence, you can begin to remove your feet from the wall and or your hips from the wall. Finding stability by activating through your feet and up your legs. Now the other version of headstand, which I actually feel more comfortable in, and that might be my gymnastics background speaking, but is it's a three-pointed hands down headstand. You can start on your knees. Bring your hands to your mat in front of your knees, and they'll be wider than your knees. And then you'll bring your head down carefully. So the crown of your head again is on your mat. And then you can come up on your toes. And same thing here. If you have a wall behind you, you can lean your hips into that wall and use it to help yourself lift your feet. If you do or you do not have a wall, and you've never done this, start just by raising one foot and raising the other foot. Just playing with your balance. That ant is back. I don't want to hurt you, buddy. And then, as you get more practice, you can bring your legs up slowly together. And again, once you're here, you can play with your legs. Maybe taking a bound angle pose with your legs, or eagle. Any other suggestions? for what to do with your legs when you're here, please leave it in a comment. I'd be happy to hear it. But again, activating through the legs and making sure to create that space between your ears and your shoulders. And this can be really fun core work too. I mean, what I think is fun. And you can enter crow from here. You can do lots of stuff, but it can be really fun to play with. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you have anything you want to see on these yoga videos, feel free to make a comment. I'll definitely see it. And maybe I'll start doing what my brother does at Ryan Lent, starting a list of what people are asking to see, and I'll slowly make my way through that list. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.